investor. Now remember, the investor can be a retail investor or an institute. And order via a personal call or the web portal provided by the broker. So once the order is received by the investor, the broker by the front office, risk management. In terms of checking the limits for cash and securities. So let's say it's for a buy order, the certain funds pertaining to the buy quantity and the price, and then forwards the order to the exchange from the risk management point of view. Because if it doesn't blocks the limit, the broker, the investor can send in multiple orders, and the broker has no control on the limits. So once the risk management is, the broker sends the order to, so once the broker forwards the order to the exchange, does the matching of similar orders. So let's say the investor who has put up the same set of securities. So he goes through his risk management and he is given to the matching of the price. Once the order is matched, it becomes a trade, and the details to the broker, to each of the broker for confirmation. So the information flows back in form of information. Now once the trade happens, the body called clearing corporation has a central house for the trade. So the execution happens here and the clearing and settlement happens here. So once it receives the data from the exchange, meanwhile what happens is the broker and they both communicate the trade details to the customer. It helps in safeguarding the financial institutions, in taking a position based on the trades done. So once the custodian also confirms the same to the as it received from the exchange, the process of clearing. So based on the data, the clearing corporation does something called as netting is of the obligations of each of the parties. So let's say this guy has ordered securities, this guy's shares, and this guy has ordered to sell his securities, so the corporation owes this guy money. Now each of the brokers are cash account and the deposit account. Which is recommended by the clearing corporation. The clearing corporation also has the cash account and the depository account in this financial institute. So once the netting happens, the data of the netting, who owes what, is given to parties, to the clearing corporation. The clearing is completed. After clearing comes settlement. Date to remember here is, let's say the T is the trade date. So at any date of T plus 2 or T plus 3, this is generally the higher limit, the parties to have sufficient funds in the cash date, which is called the pay-in date. We transfer this cash account to the clearing corporation's cash account, and from the broker's depository account to the clearing corporation's depository account. Now what happens at the pay reverse, but with the corporation will give him the securities got from this broker, and clearing corporation will give him the money got from this broker. So as I said, it acts as a central house. payout date, share securities happen, the settlement is said to be affected. That's about the trade life cycle.